It's such a beautiful day today that I felt like I really wanted to come outside to talk to you about prayer. Because we've been talking about different ways of praying. We've been talking about paying attention to our breath and how our breath can remind us about God. We've been talking about how we can use our big voices to shout praises to God. Today, I wanted to remind us that we can pray to God when we're outside. We're outside seeing all of the beauty of creation. While I've been out here, I've heard some birds singing. Birds can remind us to pray for somebody important to us, to pray for our parents or our grandparents or our brothers or sisters or our friends. Now, right now, I'm not seeing any flowers here, but I know in a few weeks I'm going to. And flowers can help to remind us to pray for those who care for others. We can pray for doctors and nurses and people who are giving out COVID vaccines and all sorts of people who take care of other people. Around me, I see some evergreen trees. You know those trees that are green all year long? Those trees can remind us to pray for our leaders, pray for people who in our government and in other organizations who help make important decisions and guide us. And sometimes we see grass or snow or sand, whatever we see on the ground can help remind us to pray for teachers. If you look at the trees, I see some leaves on some of the trees. And so the trees can help to remind you to pray for your family. And there's a bug crawling along my counter, the bench I'm sitting on here. You see a bug, you could run and scream, or you could pray for whatever you choose, whatever you think about at that time. And when you're outside living in nature and walking around and seeing all of the beauty and all of the things that we sometimes take for granted, pay attention to what else you might see. Right now, I'm sitting on a bench. So if I were out walking and I saw a bench, it might remind me to pray for people who need a place to sit and to rest. You're outside. And let the things that you see outside remind you of God and remind you to pray. Let's pray now. Dear God, we thank you that when we are outside, we are in your creation. We can feel the wind blowing on our faces. We can feel the sun shining on us. We see trees and we can hear leaves as they flutter across the ground. We can begin to see flowers starting to bloom. Help us as we see all of these things to pray to you and to give you thanks. Amen.